Good morning, good morning. Happy Monday. Hope everyone's having a great morning so far and a great trading session. I am flat this morning. I have not taken any trades at all, which is so weird because we are just literally in a bleed. But my strategy just hasn't set up. So just kind of sitting and waiting for what I'm looking for and just being patient. Good morning, Amelia. Good morning, Applejacks. Took a cold short and gave the finger to. Ooh. What a way to start the week off. How did the trade end up? Are you still in the trade? I am tired. I forgot to sleep with my eye mask last night. So I just kept waking up and I just was so tired. I didn't feel like, and I fall asleep with my eye mask next to me so much, and I will keep waking up and just be too tired to just feel around for where it is. Don't ask me. Oh yeah, and y'all, I chopped my hair off. Like chopped. I didn't even, well, the cut is not that choppy, but I had to cut like here, my bangs, and kind of all around, like in this area, I had to cut really pretty short. Um, like of my bangs, I cut almost 6 inches off. My hair was like all the way down here in the front, and now it's like here. Yeah. And then the rest of my hair, I cut anywhere from like 2 to 4 inches. I've been battling with heat damage for a while. And so this is what I did wrong. I've been trimming my own ends for a long time and doing my own hair for a very long time. Where I messed up was this. So I used to always cut like pretty short layers in my hair. And around the time I got heat damage, I decided that I didn't really want short layers anymore. I wanted kind of longer layers. So I kind of screwed myself with that because basically in the midst of me trimming off the heat damage everywhere else, this part of my hair wasn't getting as much of a trim as what was needed. Um, and so the breakage just slowly crept on the way up. And I mean, like, what, September, I cut like 2 inches off. November, I cut, no, no. August, I cut 2 inches off. October, I cut 2 inches off. And then I just chopped its hair. It'll grow back. I'm not small head, bald head, or anything. Just the front is pretty short, but the rest of it is still like past my shoulders. But when I first started cutting on my hair was probably about 2 to 3 inches past my bra strap. Like my hair was very long. I have a pretty long torso since I'm 5'10", and now it's above my bra strap. Uh, Good morning, Janelle. How are you this morning? Cut out at 2650. Could have done another standard deviation, but I just wanted to be green. I feel you. Can't trade today other than options, laptop. Oh no, what happened to your laptop? Need a hairdresser because I'm exhausted with doing my freaking hair. I feel like. Good morning, Trenches. Oh, don't call me Kiki. Good morning, Trenches. Oh man. Yeah, I've been doing my hair for a very long time. Like I remember when I did the big chop. This was back in 2009. Like I cut my hair to like this much hair. I dyed it and everything, and it was at that time that I realized my hair can't take dye. Like, I have pretty fine strands. I have a lot of hair on my head, but my strands are pretty fine. So I remember at my 1 year, I wanted to I went to my cousin's salon. It wasn't my cousin who did it. I wanted her to actually chop off just the color. I colored my hair blonde. I wanted her to cut off the color and just, shape it from there. But she was like, "Oh no, this girl will be able to do it better." That girl was a fucking barber. Before I knew it, I heard, "Yeah." I was like, "Bitch, it's no way." It is no way. And at that point, she had to finish. I cried so hard. So then a year after that, I think I went to a hairdresser to get a trim. And I like I said, I've been doing my hair a long time. I know how much needs to come off. And she cut so much of my hair off that was not needed just because she wasn't well versed in natural hair. And I was like, yeah, I'm never doing that again. I think I might have gone to a hairdresser maybe 4 times since. I went to my cousin. I got my hair done when I was living in California. Um, and I think I've gone 2 more times since then. But now I'm just like, no, nobody can put scissors to my head. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. But Apple Jacks, I have that Rev Air blow dryer thingy. I've had it for legit like 5 years, I think, 5 or 6 years, something like that. Ever since I was before I moved to California. And if it wasn't for that, yeah. So I just blow dry my hair every week. Do some kind of braid out, twist out, something, and just keep it moving. It's the only way I can maintain my hair. My hair is actually really soft and easy to deal with, but I just get single strand knots a lot. So I keep it blow dried instead. You're supposed to look into a laptop, see? Mm. Come on. This is so weird. And see, this is gonna make me want to like go back and study. Like, why was I not able to get into any of this? I actually know why, because most of these pullbacks were some kind of divergence at my major level for the most part, but the zigzag was the same color. The zigzag was red, and I don't trade that way. The only time I'm okay with divergence and the zigzag is the same color of my trade direction is if it's counter trend, and there's very specific rules that go with it. So because of that, that's why I haven't been able to trade yet, which freaking sucks. I don't understand. Be done twist styles, but they take so much time. I'm about to get some braids or something next month. I have not worn braids in a long time. I had did some kind of, I don't even remember what they're called. My sister sent me a video. I did that when I was going to the Coco Jones concert, but I haven't had braids besides that since I was probably like 20, somewhere in my 20s. And I'm talking early 20s because my hair just breaks off with braids. It's just too fine. It's always been that way. But twist outs shouldn't take long. Just don't do them so small. I don't know. I've always done mine pretty big because my hair is so fine. So the smaller my twist, the more boneless my twist out. My twist out looks boneless. Oh my god. So I do them pretty big. I have a new laptop still sitting in a box for Janelle. Janelle. What are you doing? You could have had that thing set up and everything. Flat twist outs because they last longer, yeah. I could look like ASAP Rocky for 3 days before. Yeah, that's what I have. Flat twist outs. Flat twist right now. Okay, market. What are we going to do here? Are we actually getting a real pullback now? People have been talking about, so initially I didn't know it was Live Mic Trader, but people were talking about how Bulinox had denied, like, canceled somebody's accounts with like over $400,000 profit and all this stuff, and they're accusing him of an algo and blah blah blah. Well, it turns out it's Live Mic Trader who was one of the first. Well, Vince I think was the first person to withdraw a million, but Live Mic Trader I think was the second person to withdraw a million from Apex. So, yeah, apparently it was him. They're accusing him of having an algo, which, if I'm not mistaken, he actually, why do I not have, girl, your damn computer's on mute. He actually live trades, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't know, but people are talking about how the company is, silent and all these other things. And I just had to remind somebody in Discord this morning, like, you do understand every company that puts somebody under investigation completely ignores the hell out of these people until they're done. I mean, think about the people who had these really huge balances with Apex and we're saying like, oh, I keep getting denied, they're not answering me, blah blah blah, like all this stuff for months. And then we finally find out that 99.999% of these people were bonds traders who were manipulating the bonds market. Not saying that anything happened with Live Mic Trader. I'm just saying when people are under investigation, they're quiet. If the FBI is investigating you, they're not going to come knock on your door and say, hey, guy, we're currently collecting data to see if you have committed this crime. No, they wait until they have their investigation pretty much complete, or at least they know that you are the prime suspect and they have enough evidence to charge your ass, and then they will let you know. So, but yeah, so I just took the straight here. Simple, very simple trade. Um, this is really the only time that I like to play off the rotation of the screen or red line that stems from the buy or sell pressure line. So we have to be in a downtrend bias, and then I can trade the rotation. I would not be able to trade the rotation here for a buy because we're already in an uptrend. So I just played off of that. I am trading 2 contracts on the Apex Trade Evade account, and then just 1 contract each on the Top Step accounts. And I'm going to continue to do that for the rest of the week, since 2 of the accounts renew on Friday and we only got 4 trading days. So good morning, Granny. Do not run up your prop accounts, period. Exactly. And that's something that we talked about before. Like, you have to fly under the radar, right? It just is what it is. The more profit you have in your accounts, the more likely you are to get denied. It just is what it is. Like, we have to, if we're going to trade with props, we have to play their game, right? Now, if you know you're close to being uncapped and you know that a company has a company has like a specific path to live and you're close to that path to live, sure, run it up. Because if you, especially if you are going to decide to accept going live with that company, sure, at that point it's time to run it up, because that balance is going to either be paid out to you, partial, or be put into a live account. So why not? But until you are at that point, from my understanding, Bulinox has never had a path to live. I'm pretty sure they're going to have to figure one out with the CME regulations that are allegedly coming at the beginning of next year. But they've never had a path to live, right? However, you also notice that most people who rave about Bulinox and never, I've never heard of a denial from Bulinox until now. But these people were just withdrawing the bare minimum for the most part. You didn't see people trying to run up huge profits on their accounts. So it's like, I don't really understand why he did that to begin with, if I'm being honest. So I don't get it. I just don't. All right, let's see if we get this breakout. Or, I mean, we have been in a downtrend this whole time, so this could just be a small pullback, and it will only be a small pullback based on the entire move here, right? So let's see if we actually push out and we try to create an uptrend temporarily. Oh, so we just closed the gap, it looks like. So yeah, let's kind of see what happens here. We could just use this zone to completely reject and continue the downtrend. So I'll be patient and we'll see. My goal this week is to not make any mistakes, knock on wood, and to not sit out of trades, knock on wood, not miss any trades, knock on wood. We'll see. Even if you're close to uncap, they can change the rules in some tiny font. Yeah, exactly. He made 100K in one day. Yeah, he did. Yep. Yep. He made 100K in one day. He sure did. Because he posted it on Twitter. And I'm like you, Amelia, like, for what? To show off? What's the point? Yes, so 6 days ago, he made a post and said, after the 100K day on Thursday, my Bulenox account stand at $445,000. And this is what he showed. So he kind of showed, it's not gonna focus. Focus, damn it. It's not gonna show, but it shows 28 days on one account. The account balance was 279, close profit 38,000. This is a $150,000 account, by the way. So he had a $129,000 balance on that particular account. Best P&L day 38,000. Another account had 129 days. Now, this account looks like it's a $50,000 account, and his account balance was 217. So he was $167,000 profit on the account. Another account, 141 days, $50,000 account, balance 160,000. So he's up 110,000. Best P&L day 45,000. The other $50,000 account, the best day was 38,000. Then he has another account that says one day. Account balance 187,000 is a $150,000 account, so he was up $37,000 on day one. Why would we do this? I don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't and I won't. All right, because we are below the change zone, I am only looking for sales, but I haven't seen any sales pop up just yet. So I'm just kind of waiting. Not going till it knocks on wood. Yeah, I just want to have a good week so I can really gauge the strategy. Because this entire time I've been trading on YouTube, I have not been able to gauge my strategy based on how I'm actually trading. It's always just been based on like what it should be, because I sit out of so much and I'm over it. I am. I am. But I do want to show you guys this since I am waiting for something to set up. Um, I want to show you guys something. And remember, I don't even take every trade. So this is just based off of data that I do have from trades that I have taken. So I filtered this to start when I just started trading volume alone, right? And so I have all of my setups here. Uh-oh, I went the wrong way. So I have all the setups here. This is in the playbooks, okay? So I told you guys I have a playbook that's just named invalid or now invalid. And I like to distinguish whether a trade that I took was already invalid based off of rules I had, or it's now invalid because of new rules that I have. So basically, if you look here, all of the trades that I've now, hold on, because I think a trade might be setting up. Hold please. Hold on. That's the old level. So let me pull this down. $678. All right, that's not attached to anything. All right, let me go back to what I was doing. I need there to be a level attached to that, and it's not going to be one. But anyway, so if you look here, okay, all of the trades that are still valid based on my rules, you can see that in each one of the categories so far, every single one of them is green, profit. We're in profit. And if you look at the category of all the trades that are invalid, you can see how negative it is. 38 of the trades, and I didn't count up how many trades it is, but 38 of them are now invalid, okay, based on the rules that we have. But look at the win rate of all of those trades. And it just so happens that the majority of the trades that I've taken are now invalid, which obviously makes sense because I started this with like a couple of days of back testing data. So obviously, but that's how many losses I've now been able to mitigate. And obviously, if it's even more because I've created the rules based off of all the data I have, but obviously my TradeZella only counts the trades that I've actually taken. But the win rate is literally 3%. 3%. This one's 50%, but I've only taken 2 trades. This is one that I'm still kind of working on or whatever. But all the other ones have pretty much all wins. There's one loss in here and then one loss in my counter trend divergence. But this is one of the reasons why I love TradeZella and journaling. And it's also one of the reasons why it's so important that I do take every trade, because I'll be able to easily go through data like this. And there's a lot of times where when I'm trying to, like when I have a thought of, oh, I think that this might be a problem and why this particular setup is losing, because I do have data in my TradeZella dating all the way back to May, which is, I believe, when I started trading some kind of version of order flow. A lot of my current rules were also rules back then, but they were way more complicated because the way I was trading was more complicated. So it's pretty cool to like, oh, I think this is a problem and I put the filter in, but I don't put a date filter. And then I'm looking through my tags like this was always the problem kind of thing. But yeah. So when I saw the win percentage of my invalid trades, I was like, it all fucking makes sense. All makes sense. Imagine run up the money like that in a personal account. Exactly, Janelle. Applejack said you already doing it. Ain't no imagine. But yeah, people like him, I kind of don't understand why they don't trade personal accounts. I mean, if they are trading personal accounts along with props, okay, I get it. But it seems like a lot of them don't trade personal accounts at all, and that's kind of weird to me. It is. But I do, from my understanding, he is a DCAer, and I think he's a DCA into oblivion. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that, but I feel like I've heard that from somewhere. But Nacho is also, and Nacho's been able to run it up as well, right? But I don't know too many people who would DCA to oblivion in a personal account, though. I don't. I do not. All right, that's in front, but mm, this is such an awkward trade. It should win, but there's so much awkwardness in this trade right here. I don't really feel comfortable taking the trade, but I just said I can't sit out of none. uh, hmm. All right, it just invalidated itself for me. Thank you, market. It's just so much going on here. Like most of my trades work when we rotate over the zone like this. So like the top has to touch the top, the entry bar has to touch the bottom kind of thing. But also my middle half trend is not, it's a downtrend right now because of it breaking down here. So it was kind of like that. We had a color change. It was just a lot going on if that trade was going to happen. It should have worked out if it would have set up, but I don't know. I didn't know. I was going to take it hesitantly. I didn't want to, but the market decided for me. Still technically should be looking for sales because we never really pushed off of here. So if at any point in time we would have pushed off of this change zone, then I can look for buys, but we didn't. So now I can look for buys if we obviously break the change zone though. I really want us to break the yellow line too, because that's where my middle half trend to turn back to an uptrend like the other three. I mean the other two. The last time that's it. There's a person in the methodical man chat who said affiliates should be held responsible. Responsible for what? The only time I feel like affiliates should be held responsible is if you literally know what's going on. That's it. If you don't know what's going on, I mean, there's nothing you could do. The only problem that I had with Kyle is the fact that he was gaslighting people. But that's the same problem I had with Apex mods and anybody. I don't like gaslighters in real life either. Like, don't gaslight people. Stop saying, oh, FTT was a charity, because people are able. Ugh. Ain't no motherfucking charity. People spent their hard earned money and they are entitled to it. Whether they one day flipped like Scott told them to or whatever they were doing, it was not a goddamn on charity. Okay, so stop saying that. That was my problem with him. The gaslighting was insane. It was insane. And then now Kyle, he shouldn't be held financially responsible, but this whole state of euphoria and all this other stuff, when the the threads came out And it was showing that they paid Kyle at some point and told him to shut up till a certain date. Now I have a problem with you because you obviously knew. So if a company has to tell you, hey, we about to pay you, but shut the hell up, that's a problem. That is a problem. Meanwhile, you're going live every day gaslighting people. Don't you see an issue here? So yeah, you should be stoned for that. Absolutely. People should not trust you. Absolutely. You can claim state of euphoria all you want to. Unless you were on drugs, you are not in a state of euphoria. Like, come on, bro. That's what really pissed me off with him. Just shut up. You have never seen me gaslight anybody. Even when the Apex Discord was open, I was one of the most liked and loved mods because I did not gaslight people. I'm not going to tell you that your experience is not real. I'm not going to tell you that if you got denied, you had to have done something wrong. Like, no, no, I'm not going to do that. That's insane to me. No. Mm-mm. And that was my problem with him. I know Janelle to fill up the rest of my couldn't catch those A plus setups on gold. You shouldn't be mad. You should be mad at yourself, Janelle, for not opening up that damn laptop. My mentality, no one forced you to buy the account. Take some accountability for your actions. Absolutely. You had to turn it off this morning. You have a new laptop 3 feet away. Exactly. The monitors and wires everywhere gives you anxiety. You don't have wait, maybe that's my oh, never mind. I was gonna say yours don't have the ability to hide the wires, but that's my stand. I have a stand that connects to the desk and my swivel, and I could do all kinds of stuff with it. It's a double stand. I can put it pretty high. I remember the very first stand that I bought was like a vertical one because I always see people like with their monitors vertical. Baby, my neck was hurting so bad within 5 minutes. I took that shit off that damn stand so fast. I drove straight to UPS and took it back the same day. No. So this one I'm able to like put them wide. I could put them literally side by side. I could do all kinds of stuff. So like this monitor is obviously right in front of me, and then I have a monitor like kind of like up to the right or whatever. But yeah, most of my wires are hidden because the stand actually has a little piece that I can put the wires into, and then all the rest of my wires are like, besides my HDMI and stuff that has to connect to my laptop, obviously, the rest of my wires are behind the desk so I can't see anything. Trading is hard enough. This BS does not help. What's wrong with people? Exactly. People are weird. Oh, I don't know about this. I'm gonna sit out of this one, and there's a very specific reason. If it wins, then I'll be more comfortable trading this, but you can see the zigzags attached to this bar instead of the swing of this bar, right? So this doesn't happen often, and I know I sometimes will document it, but not often because it doesn't happen often. I don't know if I could still trade it the same way because I would be basing it off of here, this bar, like all the volume patterns based off of this bar instead of this one. But I feel like it should still work though. Actually, I am gonna take it because why not? If it loses, I'm okay with that. Push. No, you're going the wrong way. If it loses, I'm not doing that anymore. I can tell you that much. But I gotta take it because I really don't remember. But it is having some trouble. It's gonna lose. Yeah, it's gonna lose. And I'm okay with that. All right, so basically, my rule is gonna stand. If I have something like this, I just don't take the trade. Like technically, even if it was based off of, well, geez, if it was based off the other swing, it would still be a valid trade, right? However, this is obviously showing some kind of uncertainty because the zigzag wasn't attached. Like if it would have attached properly, then it should have been okay. So, but I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. All right, so I'm back to break even. So now the question is, do I take the next one? Because still, I would be basing the volume off of here. That's still part of the equation. Did we clear? We did. In the spirit of taking every trade, because I don't know if it matters if it's this swing. I think it's, we'll see. Hopefully we don't get stuck there at the previous open. We might actually. Let's see. I don't really like the price action. Y'all know I like when the trade just goes. But we're kind of stuck on the previous open right there. That one's gonna lose too. Oh, there we go. That's okay. So yeah, I just can't have anything like this as part of any equation. So, because I basically compare this swing, right, and this swing and all of that together. So anytime I have that, we're just not gonna take the trades at all. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. Trader Tom was using Renko's today. Who is that? I don't even know who that is. Should I had to stand. I had the mounted and raised together. Wait, your monitors are mounted to your wall? Should get standing desk if you don't have it already, unless your hips don't pop like mine. I have a standing desk. I sure do. I knew I should have just stuck with my mind and did see this why I don't be taking trades, but then when I don't take them and then they work out, then I get pissed. But I mean, this is something that's very simple to remember. Basically, the zigzag needs to be attached to the correct bar in every swing that I'm analyzing. Really that simple. Because that's the only thing I could think of that would cause these to lose. Y'all know my counter trend divergence is like, it happens the most. I have the most setups with it, like the number of setups, and it is one of the most accurate. So literally that's the only thing I can think of in what would cause those particular losses, to be honest. All right, hopefully we can get something back, but we'll see. Oh, I heard of his name before. I'm gonna break on the day 12 trades. Shit, why would you push down that far? That's why you've been so quiet at work last night. He works hard for the money. All right, let's see. 1024. That's not equal. $66. All right, that pushed down too far. Might have a reversal finally. Let's see. Okay. Pretty soon I'm gonna be a one and done trader. My first trade is a win. I'm done trading. So now I will have to win 2 trades to get back green. One will make me slightly red from basically break even commissions. What a push. I just was too early. That's a weak level. I would have loved to take this sale. VWAP projection. November not being the 9th month is really bothering me today. Applejacks don't do trenches. He tied. My random access became. I do this all day at home. My mama be like, not right now. Oh man. I don't even remember. Where was the view up? 245. Oh, I don't have it on my 5-minute chart. Let me look. Let me look at the. Oh yeah, on my side it didn't hit the VWAP yet. It almost did. Mine was at 245. We got to 244.25. It got close. So like wait, no, it was at back there. It was at 246. 246.39. Sorry, y'all, I'm reading something. All right. We didn't push down far enough volume wise. Hit the ICT flipper whopper crazy person block. The what? The flipper whopper crazy person block, and now the algorithm is being watched by men in black suits because Applejacks, please. What? It hit an order block. Go listen to Tori Kelly and be an adult at work. Hurry, have a good rest of your day. See you tomorrow. Really so. All right, we got a 1 bar pullback. I'm not interested in trading here right now. Only way for this to be a valid trade is for it to also be invalid. So I'm not looking really at the next pullback. So we'll see. We do have the major support level here. It's a kind of toss up to see if we actually push through it. I'm gonna be so mad if today ends up red because I should have just went with my first mind with those 2 divergence trades. You know, I also wonder. Hmm. I don't know. All right. Mm-mm. All right, we tried to initially reject it, so let's see what ends up happening. I don't like this trade right here though. We really didn't push far down enough after changing to a downtrend, so I don't like that trade really. Looks like we're trying to reject and continue up instead anyway. All right, that's weak. That's not weak. Oh, I didn't mean to close out of Discord. Oh yeah, Janelle, I don't know if you saw, but because that employee leaked the information of customers in the Discord leak group thingy, people are now receiving emails from a guy named Sonder trying to sell his course. Somebody replied, oh wait, I'm in the wrong. Somebody replied, go fuck yourself, stop using our personal information. So basically, the message says, FTT members, we know you have been affected by a huge fraud, and here we would like to make it up to you ourselves. Unlike Scott and the FTT team, we are not correlated or worked with FTT. If you do not want to be a part of this project, you can redeem a free 2 weeks of premium at no cost. We're happy to announce the launch of Project Sonder. In this project, we will be working with 5 members only. The pure purpose of this project is to create profitable traders and turn the profitable traders into payout winners. We will be working together weekly for 60 days straight. During this time frame, if you have no profit or knowledge is gained, you will get a full refund, no questions asked. What's included? One-on-one classes throughout the week, $12.99.99. Lifetime premium access, $9.99.99. Private group with both Sonders only. Private group with all of the members, including both Sonders. Throughout these 60 days, you will be strictly monitored by us for the purpose to improve as much as possible and take you to the highest level possible. The original cost $19.99. First of all, you people can't do math because your original cost is not $19.99, but whatever. Project Sonder cost $4.99. First person to sign up gets a $100 discount, meaning $399.99. To sign up or ask any questions, DM, and they have the Discord links, or reply to this email. As stated above, if no profit or knowledge is, and then it cuts off. Why are y'all using people's information for this? I don't understand people. Leave people alone. They've already been done dirty. They don't need you to do it too. If you really cared, you would have taken those 5 people and done it for free. People are so weird. So freaking weird. It's 31. It was in the OG FTT Discord and other Discords too. Is that the one that had like a picture of some like fat kid super close up? I feel like that's what I remember, but I could be wrong. Like, leave people alone, bro. That Discord was disgusting. You know, everything about FTT was disgusting. Every single thing. everything. I'm gonna take this trade again. This is the same one that I won earlier, so fingers crossed this one wins as well. As long as we don't stall here too long. I do still kind of question if I want to take trades at the middle pivot level, which is the yellow dotted line. But for now, I still do. I didn't used to though. 752. We got to push pretty soon because volume is going to invalidate it pretty soon. This loses, I'm going to blame it on that freaking pivot level that I don't know if I want to continue trading at. But we'll see what happens. Now we just have to push through the top of the zone. Are you fucking serious? Please don't. Y'all, I promise y'all the market be trying me. Now I'm gonna have to look at all of the trades that happen at the fucking pivot level because that's literally the only thing that can make that trade invalid. The only thing. That's so annoying. We literally got to the top of the zone and rejected. That does not happen often at all, actually. I swear the market has it out for me. I'm just gonna try not to get irritated. To go from green to like super red is the most annoying thing ever in life. In life. Oh my god, I'm so annoyed. This is literally the same trade as back here. Wherever I took that damn trade. Same exact trade. A matter of fact, that one right there is the first time it's lost with my current rules. And I know that's why I know it has to be the pivot level. I probably have to. So what I'm going to do is look at all my trades that happen at the pivot level and look at the difference between if it like wicks, like if only the entry bar touches it and it doesn't rotate like here is a rotation. But even like see this divergence happened at the pivot level as well. So I'm going to have to look at all the trades at the pivot level because it more than likely, if the pivot level is the problem, that would mitigate that loss, the loss I just took, and this one I could just strictly base it off of the zigzag uncertainty there and not being fully attached. This is so annoying. So annoying. All right, I'm gonna write this down real quick. I'm so annoyed. I'm not gonna go on tilt or anything, but that's irritating. The white line is the VWAP. Yes. Those pivot levels are at okay, so yeah. The pivot levels are from Ninja. It's the super pivot. So the way that I have them colored, the yellow line is the middle one, which is why I used to not really trade at it, because you're basically in the middle of a zone, right? And kind of anything can happen, essentially. So yeah, I didn't used to trade at it. Um, but yeah, so that's that. And then the first support and resistance levels are very thick. It's the thick boxes. So that's the major support. There's the major resistance. All the other levels are just like little small dots. Then this is the previous close. That's the previous open right there. So like there are only three. There's only two levels that I break even at now. One of them's the middle pivot level. So like if I was to get into this buy, I have to break even there. The other one's the middle VWAP level, and then the major support and resistance levels. Those four, I guess, if you want to split up the support and resistance. But those four levels are the only ones that I break even at because of how strong of levels they are. But yeah, I'm gonna look at that. I'm super annoyed though. I just knew I was gonna start this week off great, and I did with my first trade, and then the last three just fucked me real good. Yeah, we're probably gonna be stuck here the next 10 minutes, so I'm not gonna get another trade in more than likely. Technically I can look for sales because we did, so I was looking for buys when we rejected here and headed up. We failed to create the uptrend, so I can now look for sales, and kind of basically the same thing if we keep bouncing back and forth. Once we hit the zone, I could trade in that direction. Mm-mm. Matter of fact, I'm gonna Interesting. I'm inside of TradeZella right now, and I'm trying to look at. Wait, where's the right here? I'm trying to look to see with the data that I do have. So far since switching to just volume based, what the trades look like when I'm trading at the at the pivot level. But again, I don't have all the setups in here. I don't have all the trades in here because I wasn't taking every setup. Why does oh, that's why. Yeah, I can't judge it. I only have 2 trades in here, and both of them are invalid. That one rotated, that one wicked off of it. But like I said, I've always had a problem with the pivot level. Even before I started trading strictly volume, I've always had a problem with it. And matter of fact, to take the filter of October 4th to now off, look at this. Every trade so far that is traded at the middle pivot level has been losses. This is since May. Now, again, this is only based off of data I actually have inside of TradeZella. So I'll have to look through all the data that I have, which I have about 6 weeks worth of data. So in all of these trades, there's counter trend, divergence trades, there's regular pullbacks, all of that. So I think that I'm going to have to go back to not trading at the middle pivot level, which it's not that hard to do. We don't trade at the middle pivot level that much, but literally not one win. That says a lot. 30-second chart. You want to see what a 30-second chart looks like? Hold on, I'll put the... But yeah, that says a lot. And this is why journaling is so important. Let's see, order flow VWAP and... No, not that. Super pivot. All right, this is what a 30-second chart looks like. Oh wait, I don't want to remove the wrong. Oh yeah, that one's down too far. Yeah, that's what it looks like. So we almost touched the VWAP up there, but not quite. And if you're using a VWAP that's not order flow, that would be the only reason why yours might touch before mine does, since mine is an order flow version. But look how we just kind of like rolled this deviation level down. It's so crazy because 9 o'clock, I don't know if you guys noticed, but on a lot of different instruments, 9 o'clock is like around 9 to 9:15 is like the turning point of the market. So the market can be going one direction, and around 9 to 9:15 it'll change. I actually used to trade the gold 9 o'clock reversal all the time. I had certain rules for it, but it was it had a very high win rate. I used to trade that in my personal account. It's not weak. Oh, you were asking if I was on a 30-second chart. I got you. $700,000 trade. Wow. That is insane. It's crazy because I'm not surprised by the middle pivot level thing. Like I said, I used to have that rule, and 2 of my 3 losses today were at that pivot level. Stuff like that annoys the hell out of me because I did used to have that as a rule, right? But then, like I tell y'all any other time, I'm just happy that I can make changes without losing money in fundeds. That's what evals are for. Just annoying. Because I should have just pulled that rule over to begin with. But you know, when you're changing strategies or rules to your setups, you never know what rules you need to port over, what rules don't matter anymore, stuff like that. It just sucks. Because I could have just been +1 for the day and kept it moving with my life. So there's only like about $120 left in the Top Step account that renews on Friday, which is fine. And then I got like about $700 left in the Apex account. My back is killing me. I started working out again yesterday, y'all. I am sore. Okay, she is sore. Very sore. And I stretched before I worked out, which is something I never do. I stretched beforehand and I stretched last night. And baby, I'm gonna try to go walking later on today, but I don't know if I'm gonna walk outside or just walk on the treadmill. I'm probably just gonna walk on the treadmill. As boring as it is, I need to get used to it because I don't walk outside in the winter. She doesn't do cold well. So I'll probably walk 20 minutes or try because I am very sore. All right, that's the end of the session. All right, so yeah, today was great and then it turned into a sucky day. I took 4 trades, won the first one, lost the next 3. So let me take the picture so I can show you guys. Like I said, I got $700 left on the Apex account. What? Wait, something's off. Oh, I forgot I did have a green day on Friday. All right, so there's about $300 actually left on this account. Then this one is like $1,400. And yeah, that's that. That was Vincent. Yeah, I know he went super heavy with options. Crazy. That is insane. But yeah, so that's where we are. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna tell you guys tomorrow when I come back tomorrow if the whole pivot level thing is a thing. And I'll even tell y'all what the win-loss ratio is with all the trades that happen at the pivot level, because I'm 99.999% sure that that pivot level was the problem in 2 of the trades, and then the third loss was legit just the zigzag not being attached to the correct swing, which again, anytime that happens, it lets you know that there's some kind of uncertainty as far as like who's in control of the swing at the time, which obviously the very next reversal, you don't really want to take that trade. because there was uncertainty right before that trade happened. So that's my theory. I'll let you guys know tomorrow what's up. Microsoft taking a nice pullback. You gonna chart it when you wake up? I'm gonna go look myself. I have Microsoft stock. I don't remember how many I have, but I do have Microsoft. But yeah, I thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Please like the video on your way out if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. But other than that, I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye, guys.